Coming up on Recession Rx, we'll show you how to cut your energy bills, how to save money on prescription drugs, and how to protect your pets during a foreclosure. All the details coming right up.
Recession Rx, your prescription for getting through these tough times.
Now that summer is here, power bills are skyrocketing, but a new program funded with federal stimulus money may help local families cut costs and save energy. Jay Jones reports.
The world is going on at Glenn and Maxine Spat's home in Henderson. Tracy Fogelsong is replacing the front door with something that looks like a big red air mattress, while her colleague Les Lazarek is hard at work with a giant roll of Scotch tape. Lazarek and Fogelsong are home inspectors, hired by the Spats to identify how they can make their house more energy efficient.
My energy bills in this house were pretty high, almost $400 or $500 in the summer, so I know the house is pretty old, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't very efficient, so I had heard that we could do some things without having to spend a lot of money replacing doors and windows, so I gave it a try.
A comprehensive audit is going to include a blower door, duct blasting, testing the duct leakage, checking for carbon monoxide leakage, making sure the gas appliances are leaking or drafting properly. And then we do an actual energy modeling of the home where we can match the energy use of the home to the actual utility data. And then we can do an analysis like a what if we changed, if we tightened up the home, if we added insulation, a number of modifications, and find out what's going to be most cost beneficial for the homeowner.
Soon, thanks to federal stimulus dollars, many Nevada homeowners will be able to get such audits and any needed repairs for free. There will also be incentives for folks with higher incomes through a program called Home Free Nevada.
And the focus that this program will have is a quantitative and comprehensive approach to a whole house audit, which will demonstrate the benefits of addressing multiple measures in a house and how they interact with each other versus just taking a one approach method by changing a door or just blowing insulation versus the added benefits, as I said, of doing multiple things.
For the Spats, that means installing fluorescent light bulbs and caulking to seal leaks. The energy savings are projected to be around 25 to 30%.
I spend about $2,500 a year on my electric bill, so I'm saving about $600 a year, which is, to me, is pretty significant where I haven't spent a lot of money.
A thorough audit takes 2 to 5 hours, depending on the age of a home.
We're looking to develop a whole industry called home performance contractors to separate contractors who have received additional training in building science, where they can make a greater impact, again, on energy efficiency, comfort, health, and safety of these homes.
Lazarek worries that the lure of government dollars may bring so-called home inspectors and contractors out of the woodwork. Therefore, he warns people to check for the appropriate certifications and licenses. Jay Jones, Recession Rx.
While some of the new weatherization money from the stimulus package is still a few months off, there are some programs available now to help you cut your energy bills.
If it is over 15 years old and cannot be repaired, we have funds where we can, income eligible, we can fix their air conditioners, put new ones in many cases. Sometimes if the refrigerator, some of these old refrigerators, what the kilowatts that they use is unbelievable. So if it's over 15 years, we have funds where we can purchase a new refrigerator for the individuals. So it's basically whatever we can do to cut down on the kilowatts, and that's what the funding is for. We have to show how many kilowatts we've been able to save by weatherizing this individual's home.
And for more information on weatherization programs and other help, call 211 from a landline or go to 211.org. To continue our discussion on energy, joining me now is Dr. Robert Fielden, a local architect. And tell me, I understand now that with the new stimulus money, fully a third of Nevadans might be eligible for some of the weatherization.
That's exactly right, because the program will pick up, I think, 4 times the poverty level, which moves that line much higher, so that a large part of Nevada will be eligible for it. And we are a working community, and it's a blue-collar community in the sense that the incomes here for the majority of people are lower than the upper part of the spectrum.
So do you think this will be essential then for middle-income people then to start looking at?
Exactly. It's actually going to be important for all of us, even those on the upper end, because the price of energy is going to keep rising. The availability of energy is going to be limited, and so we all are going to have a role in how the earth and the planet is changing and how we deal with that at the community level.
You mentioned some other things. You have a paper that we're going to put on our website about making communities sustainable.
Yes, and one of the things that we want to start looking at is how we build more sustainability within our community. And we do that within our neighborhoods by people getting to know their neighbors, learning to do and carry on projects with their neighbors together, creating community gardens or neighborhood gardens, just working with one another, even share riding, finding ways to get to work other than everyone having to take their own separate car. There are a number of other things, too, that we talk about. And if you're looking for a house and you're looking for a neighborhood, and the thing that you want to be able to do is find a place that's closer to your employment so that it's easier to get to work, quicker to get to work, so you can spend more time with your family.
Some of the things you mentioned, too, about doing things around the house is creating edible landscapes.
That's exactly right, because we can use plant material to help cover the ground and stop the heat island effect. One of the things that we've gotten into because of the water conservation issues is everyone is taking away the turf, and they're starting to move to desert landscapes, and the easy, quick way out of that is to replace the turf with decomposed granite or rock. And what happens then is the sun heats on that all day, and it absorbs that and then re-radiates that temperature into night. So we have to find a way to cover it, and vines are wonderful. Melons, squash, cucumbers, all of those things that are edible will spread across the ground and cover that rock and stop that heat island effect. The other thing the plant material does is the plant material adds moisture to the air, which helps hold down the temperatures as well.
Okay, so desert landscaping then might not be the answer in terms of conserving water and also conserving energy.
Well, you want to have some desert plant material there, because plant material in the sense that it's drought resistant and drought tolerant. So those are the kinds of the materials you use. And many of the vines that we use that are edible plants are also drought tolerant.
Great. I want to thank you so much for being with us, Doctor. And as again I said, we're going to put his paper on our website and give you some more ideas about what you can do when you're searching for a new home or within your own neighborhood. And Nevada Energy has several programs which can help save you money, like Cool Share and energy rebates on pool motors and lawn mowers. There's the web address and phone number. We'll also be keeping our eye on the state's decision on the Nevada energy rate hike, which is expected June 24th.